Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here, along with the dear Miss Lucy.
Hello.
We are excited to be giving this to you today, and this is going to be kind of a continuation on what we did for you in April because a lot of the stuff is the same in some respects. So I think you guys are getting the double message for the this month and next. So nothing wrong with that. So we've got three reads for you here. One by Lucy, one by me, and then we're going to do a combined read as we see it. We also have 2 oracle cards for you. So let's get into the read. Let's start with Lucy's.
So pulling forward from the yearly read is the Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles, as you can see, the gentleman there is creating, so it is delight in his creations that he's making there. He's finding great pleasure in the end result. So if you're having trouble finding pleasure in your life, look for it again, please. And we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is about the gift of thought, because that's what swords are. They're cutting through all of the extra stuff that's really not kind of needed at the time. You know, it's using what you find wisely. Seeing the world clearly and communicating well so that you can have a stable, happy, and contented reality. And the Hermit is about self-knowledge. It's taking the time. It's withdrawing from the things around you and contemplating, aligning your thoughts with your heart or your beliefs with your heart. Make sure that you check in every once in a while with yourself, so that you're not stepping over some line, okay? That's going to cause you internal pain. And the Two of Wands, that's a crossroads. You can see the gentleman standing there, or the person standing there has a choice to make. Which road will he take? It's a difficult choice because you can see the roads are similar. They are very similar. It's only on the horizon in the future that you see that changes take place. So, again here, contemplation is needed. He needs to make his choice wisely. He also needs to listen to his gut and his instincts for which direction to take, which crossroads will be the best for him. And we have the Ten of Wands. The person there is feeling a little overburdened at this time. But as you can see, dawn is coming, so the change is on the way. So this card tells you to just push on through, because this task needs to be completed. Whatever task it is that you're feeling overburdened with, complete your task. Look to yourself for the courage, the instincts to push through to the end. And then you have the Four of Wands. You can see a family there, a family there. They look all contented and everything. They look very, very happy. They're in a peaceful meadow. Everything is blossoming. So it's a land of plenty there. It could be your family. It could be a work situation. Whatever the situation is there, you have achieved a satisfactory goal for yourself. So take the time to celebrate, whether it's work, whether it's family, whatever the situation is. Okay?
So basically, to reiterate, the Three of Pentacles is creation
of something you're satisfied with. Perhaps you've lost a little bit of the joy in that. Try to rekindle your joy. The Swords is about cutting through
clarity of thought.
Clarity of thought.
And it's funny because I see these two together.
And the Hermit goes along with that very well.
Taking the time. Yeah.
Yes. Taking your time, sitting down, withdrawing a little bit. You don't have to go far. You don't have to go long. It's a self-check. That's what it means to me. Check in with yourself. See that you're living your life the way that you want to live it.
Because you've got a decision coming up.
A decision to make there. Which crossroads are you going to take?
And I really think it has to do with their creative process and their work.
It could be, more than likely.
There's going to be some decisions you're going to feel overburdened by the decision, but...
Again, the dawn is coming. It's the end of a cycle. It's a new beginning. And then you end with the Four of Pentacles.
Which is a celebration. And
a collaboration.
Time with
satisfaction, joy, peace, contentment, all of the above.
All right. Okay. So for me, for the month, when we did your yearly, I got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about innocence, nostalgia, looking back on the past and seeing the good things. It's an emotional type of a thing. So I think for this month on my read, you'll be doing a lot of that. You'll be looking at the past, feeling satisfied, having nostalgia, thinking about different things. So be aware of that. It's going to be good that way when it comes to that. Then, for the first card I pulled is the Moon. Now, the Moon talks about illusionary situations, seeing things in a different light. Sometimes the Moon also has to do with our intuition. It can be introspection, dealing with the dark side of life, facing your fears and your fantasy. And I really think that this month you need to really do that. You need to face your fears and fantasy when it comes to yourself and the different things going on in your life. Because the next card I got was the Queen of Cups, which talks about your emotions. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is very much empathic. She cares about people. She has instinct. She is still learning to control her emotions and that swirl around her and balancing her mood. And I really think that you guys need to do that this month. I don't really see this as a love interest more, but I see more of the fact of you embodying the Queen of Cups and learning to control your emotions throughout the month so that you can see past the illusionary situations that are coming your way. Then the Five of Swords is about testing one's prowess, being selfish, winning against all odds with what you have. And I think that once you do that, you'll be able to turn around and win against the situations that are coming against you. You need to use your clarity of thought to cut through your emotional situation and just, win with what you got. Then you got Temperance. Now, Temperance is about blending. It's focusing your attention on stuff. Now, if you look at her, she's taking the two things and making one. It's balancing and blending and doing that. And I really think that for you, your thought process and your emotions need to become under balance and control. And when you do, you'll be able to bring them together and use them to love yourself, because for the longest time you've been hard on yourself and you've had a lot of things going on. So this is calling you to take your emotions and your thoughts and bring them together, and it'll be a brand new thing for you. And it'll help you go through the love that you need to for yourself, because we talked about that even from last month. Yeah.
A new balance.
Right. The last card I pulled was the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about finding something and then keeping it away from people, kind of almost like you get miserly. And it's holding on to what you have now, sometimes for later, or it can be where you hold on to it and instead of turning around and it growing, you hold on to it and it kind of gets stagnant. It's also balancing what you own as to what you want to acquire later and wanting more. So I think that for some of you, you need to be careful not to miser what you have. Turn around and be generous when it comes to your emotions and to your thought processes. Share with people. People want to know about you, Sagittarius. They want to know what's going on in your head. For some of you, I know it's writing a blog. For some of you, I know it's writing a journal. I think that this is important that you turn around and share to other people so that you can help. So don't get to where you're squirreling this stuff away and holding on to it. Go ahead and give to it freely. Okay. I think I kind of explained it along the way. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to do the combined read, which I think is kind of interesting because I really see this. So we did the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups together, which is building on your future and also looking at your past to build on your future. And I think for some of you, you're going to have some ideas that you had from the past that are going to help you build your financial future this month. So keep that in mind. Look upon the things in your, maybe even like with a childlike wonder. I really think that it's going to help your creative process and help you with your money situation through the month. And actually, you're going to be setting your grounds for the future, I really think. Then you have the Ace of Swords and the Moon together. The Ace of Swords is cutting through the thought process. The Moon is the illusions. So I really think that you need to, again, cut through these thought processes that you have that are illusionary. And it's like almost self-deluding in a way. Mm-hmm. I get that. You've not been honest with yourself, and when you're not honest with yourself, you're not able to be honest with other people too. So cut through, be honest with yourself and do it in a loving way. Don't cut up yourself like you can, but just be honest and open with this. Then which I think is very interesting. You've got the Hermit who wants to squirrel away and be by himself and do a lot of introspection. And then you have somebody who's so feeling and so full of emotions and stuff. So I think that in order to protect this, you need to embody this month. For some of you, you got your emotions a little bit out of control. You're kind of everywhere with them. I think you need to take this time to really pull into yourself, do a little bit of introspection, keep this under control with this. So take that time for yourself. Go to the spa. Go get your toenails done. Do something for you so that you can keep yourself under control. And I think that'll help you in the long run. I say it like this. You got a decision that you need to make, Sagittarius. And you're going to feel like you're standing alone. And you're going to feel like you are going to be winning against all odds. And you are going to win against all odds. I really feel that because I see, you know, there's all that sun and all that red there too. You have a decision to make this month. And I keep getting maybe about your work or your creative process. So use what you have and don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, defend who you are, but don't cut people up. And that'll help you make the decision that you need to make this month.
Choose your path
Yes.
and walk the path.
And I really think both of them will be positive regardless which way you want to go. It'll just be, you literally can see that you have two paths in front of you. And you can almost like see what each one will give you the end result of. And that's why you're having a hard time. But just be quiet, stay true to yourself. And
use that introspection that you
need to.
Yeah.
10 of Wands and Temperance. Again, Temperance is about pulling something out and making something brand new. And then this one's feeling overburdened.
And the end of a cycle.
I see the day and the
But the
night.
dawn is coming. The dawn is coming. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Your task is almost over. The weariness is there, but don't stop too soon. Rest. You need to finish your task.
And don't be afraid to mix your emotions with the fire that you feel inside. Because you're dealing with, she's standing on water, he's holding wands, which is your creativity process. Don't let it overwhelm you and overburden you. Yeah, be balanced with your emotions. Go ahead and don't divorce your emotions away from you in this situation. You need to pull the two of them together. And I keep going back to the Two of Wands, that there's a decision you're going to have to make when it comes to your creative process and even your work. And at the end of the month, which I thought was interesting, you've got two fours. 4 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles. And the fours are about how we respond to things and family. 4 of Wands is a minor marriage card or minor celebration type of a card. And the 4 of Pentacles is about being miserly. So what I get from this is that you need to not miser yourself away. You need to spend the time with family and friends this month. Take that time because that's going to actually help you get through the month too. And don't be afraid to rely on people. That's what they're there for. They care about you. Don't squirrel yourself away or you'll get stagnant.
Yeah. And 8s are about movement, action, change, power.
Yeah.
4 and 4 is 8.
4 and 4 is 8. So I got the love card as one of your oracle cards, and it talks about true love and fidelity. And I don't get this as a romantic sense, but I get it more as to yourself. You guys need to learn to love yourselves. And again, I just keep seeing that some people are just too hard on themselves. And in order for you to be able to be available for another relationship, for those of you that are wanting one, you have to learn to love yourself first. Because you can't go into a relationship not knowing who you are. Then you'll just get a relationship that tries to make you be what they want you to be.
Very superficial, very illusionary.
Right. So cut through the illusions. Learn to love yourself. Even if you have to just say one positive thing, a day, do it. If you have somebody that you know loves you and can hold you accountable, let them tell you, tell them what the one good thing about yourself is. Say you heard it from some people on the internet, but it actually helps because then it's changing your mindset and your thinking. And once you have that, you'll be able to turn around and get the love that you really fully feel that you deserve, instead of these other relationships that just didn't work.
Yeah.
All right, for the last card we got is called the Sacred Pool, and I'm going to have Lucy read it to you.
When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with righteous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the sacred pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come? How magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of the Spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you, and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry.
And you know, as she's saying that, I just keep hearing, you are beautiful, you are loved. And I know you're sitting there saying, oh, you know, these people on the internet, they don't know me. But
The cuckoo netters.
you know what? You are beautiful and you are loved, and you need to focus on that and the positive things that you have in your life instead of the negative. Don't be so hard on yourself, Sagittarius. I just see yourself beating yourself up, and you need to stop doing that. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you have people that care about you, and you need to learn to love yourself because you are wonderful. So just this month, if that's all you get out of it, is just to know that you're loved and you're cared about. But I want to know. I want to know one good thing about you. And if you want to even just put it down in the comment box, write a good thing about yourself. I want to know. Or send us an email. We'd like to know. In fact, if you don't have anybody that you can feel like you're accountable to, send us an email. I'll send you an email every day, and I'll want to know what's going on. Or Lucy will too. We want to know about you and who you are. So let's do that, Sagittarius. Take care of yourself because you're beautiful. So if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new to us, go ahead and subscribe. We do this every month, and we're starting to do some other little videos and different things too. We're open to suggestions. If you have a comment, go ahead and leave them down at the bottom. We want to know what you guys think and what you need from us, because that's what we're here for. We're not here for us. We're here for you guys. Okay? So in the meantime, walk in peace, light, and love, and we will talk to you next month.
Goodbye.